Staring me down at full draw again? Sometimes those slick heads just drive me crazy. I'm Caleb Bandies with the Process Outdoors. Welcome to the second edition of Selective Sits. Well, it was October 5th, and I had a morning to kill before I headed over to Des Moines to meet up with a few of the other TPO members for a weekend hunt. So I decided to slip out on in the stand. I'd been getting trail cam pictures from my cell cam in an area close by of some does coming through late morning, and I figured they'd be eating off the standing corn. So sure enough, as luck would have it, they started to kind of pile in and were feeding off the standing corn in the area. And this old mama came wandering in, cruising straight at me, not presenting me a shot whatsoever. I'm standing there, bow ready, GoPro's on, ready to rock and roll, and she literally walks into my ground scent. It's like she's almost some sort of hound dog, figuring out where I came from, where I'm going, and trying to figure me out. I definitely sprayed down my boots before I went in the stand because I've been burned on that in the past with a big buck. Hopefully we won't be replaying that story here this year. But she knew something wasn't up, but luckily the wind was in my favor. It was blowing back over a deep ridge behind me, and thermals were sending it up through a little bit of milkweed, and confirmed that when I got into the stand. And she didn't stand a chance with that 10 mile per hour wind right in my face. Well, it's October 5th here. Snuck out this morning. The rain was going to stop at about 7, and I thought the deer had moved. So got out nice and quiet and sat over a uncut cornfield, and sure enough, the does piled on out, and Big Mama offered me a shot. Sadly enough, she slipped right out of frame before I could move or what, so went ahead and took the shot regardless. I was still filming today, but got me shooting her on GoPro. Had about a 10-minute stare down with her, so pretty exciting stuff. So I think blood was pouring out as she was running away, so we'll give her a little bit here and go find her up. One doe down. Well, it's been about 30 minutes. I went ahead and got down from the stand and picked up on first blood. It's got a little bit of bubbles in it, which is a good sign. So gonna follow it slow, and hopefully we'll find her at the end. Oh, found the arrow. That's the good news. Blood's still pumping pretty good. Looks like she's heading down into the deepest part of the ravine of our property. So hopefully she expired on the hill and a tree hung her up or something. We'll have to go see. It's a good sign, good sign. Sometimes if you just look into the deepest hole in your property, you'll find the doe. There she is right down there. I really wish I had a buddy to help me drag her out. This is not going to be fun. Wow. Good news is she's down. It was a good shot. She expired quickly. Awesome. I'm pumped. Wow. Halfway up the hill. It's a little steep. Only have a little bit more to go, but it feels like a mile. Grocery store's pretty convenient right about now. Well, got her all cleaned up and finally drug her up that hill. That was the hardest 30-yard drag I've ever had. Grabbing on the trees just to row her up to my level the whole time. pull and stop, pull and stop. Heading back to get the truck to go pick her up. And then we are heading to Des Moines today to meet up with TPO members Levi Sandquist and Mitch Johnson. Pretty pumped for today. Let the doe patrol continue. So, as you guys saw, first doe harvest of the year, and well needed on this property. We had quite a few does coming through compared to bucks here this summer, so hopefully that'll end up paying off, and she won't find the first week in November and tuck into a deep thicket and have a big old mature buck kind of locked down with her. So that's why we harvest some of those does, even out that buck to doe ratio, and make that rut a little bit more intense in our area. We have seen over the years, as we've started harvesting does off different properties, kind of that rut intensity start to go up and up, and seeing a lot more chasing. So pretty fortunate to have the opportunity to get out there and enjoy the woods, especially on a Friday, taking vacation off work. And more to come, though, with our weekend in Des Moines with the rest of the TPO crew. We battled wind and rain all weekend long. It was pretty brutal weather, but we found a way to make it happen and get it done. That's some pretty awesome footage I'm about to lay down too. But sit back, enjoy some of this doe footage, and as always, stay safe in the whitetail woods and continue to watch your hunting pressure as we head into the dreaded October lull. Pick those optimal days to sit, and we'll be coming at you here soon with a selective weather forecast, outline some of this quite frankly exciting weather we got coming at us here in the next week in Iowa. So continue to hammer them, have a great rest of the season, and we'll be checking in with you guys. Thanks for stopping in.